In this video, I'm going to be talking about a little bit more of what started to happen after that I lost my job, right? I told you guys that I lost my job. I didn't want to work for anybody else. I was feeling some kind of way. And so I just wanted to create my own business. But I didn't have the money for that. I still don't have the money for that. Right? I did have a little bit of money that I had saved up, but not enough for what I wanted to do. But God didn't bring me this far to just drop me and say, now figure it out. God brought me this far because he wanted me to do something different. And so, like I told you guys, I started to do yard sales because that's what I used to do back in the days. If you guys remember in some of my other stories, I used to do yard sales. I got hit for operating a business without a business license because I had so much stuff at the yard sale and I had to move around. And so, yeah, I said, you know what? I'm going to start going back to yard sales. And I want to open up my own sober living. Right? I want to open up my own sober living. But where do I start? See, I've opened up sober livings and I've opened up, you know what I mean, other things for other companies, but I've never done it for myself. And this is where fear sets in. Right? This is where the fear sets in, everybody. You know, that's why a lot of people don't go and start their own businesses and start to do their own thing because of fear. They let fear paralyze them. Now, fear did set in. And I said to myself, you know what? I'm not going to let fear paralyze me. I'm going to go ahead and try to do this. Like I said, I went to the convention and I bought 8 booths. I didn't have a place to put them at or how to get them out of there, but I rented a storage. I rented a U-Haul and I went out. I said, God, this is in your hands, right? This is when you got to rely on your higher power, right? On crazy things like this. And I had a little bit of knowledge on how to do this, but not all the way. And so I went to this convention. I started to buy stuff. I spent a pretty penny. And when I got home, my girl said, well, I pulled up with a 17-foot U-Haul, 17 or 20 something foot U-Haul full of stuff. And she's like, where are you going to put that out? Where are you going to put that out? I said, in the house. We have a 3-story house. I'm not going to rent a storage unit. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to Tetris this stuff in here. And that's what I did. And I started to let the word out. And I started making sales. And friends were coming over. And I had yard sales. And, you know. And I said, you know what? I got to do something more than this. This is a lot of stuff. I got to do something different. And I had sold at Broad Acres and stuff like that. And Broad Acres is a swap meet out here, an outdoor swap meet. But I didn't want to tear stuff down and go ahead and build it back up. It's just exhausting. It's literally exhausting. And so what I did is I went to Fantastic. I went to the indoor swap meet. And I got a space over there. And like I told you guys, it was a small space. I wasn't doing so good. But I had to figure something out. Now, to have that place over there, you got to have a license. You got to have insurance, just like a regular business. This is not like just setting up. And you get to keep your stuff. You rent the spot. Sorry about that. You rent the spot. And that's what I did. I rented the spot. And on my next video, I'm going to show you a little bit of what I have. What is my little spot look like? And the other ventures that I'm going on. So God closed those doors because he wanted to open something else. God wanted to open something else, and he did. And man, my head is constantly running and running and running. You know? But it feels good because it's my own. You can do that too. You can make your stuff your own. I'm making these videos so you guys can see what I went through to get to where I need to be. So you can go ahead and get inspired and say, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. If this guy can do it, I can do it too. I wish you guys all the best of luck. Leave a comment. Subscribe to my page. Pass it on to somebody else. You know, I want to have a lot of followers at some point. So, with all that being said, bye!